Tell us about your high-tech solution.
Oh, it's called packing tape.
Teaching about cystic fibrosis, treatments, and...
Something you are an expert on.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
I just finished teaching part of a respiratory therapy class, teaching about cystic fibrosis, treatments, and...
Something you are an expert on.
Well, oh, treatments like CF stuff?
Yeah, you're an expert.
I mean, I've got 31 and a half years of experience. So there's that.
And a half. Just had added that half in there.
Going on 32. So that was a lot of fun. And I felt like I was going to say something.
Something about your speaking?
Yeah, I don't know.
Mary just shines. I was up in my office and I overheard her talking and she's just like, you're so eloquent. Like, not, well, I think because most every 31-year-old CF patient is an expert on their body and their treatments and whatever, but Mary has the ability to communicate that, I think, well.
Thanks.
I'm just saying.
That's encouraging.
Guys, Cara, is that how you say it?
I don't know.
Cara oranges? Cara. It's like if I meet somebody whose name is Cara, is it Cara or Cara? Does anybody go by Cara?
I think some people.
Okay.
But
you know
last
those
night,
names that are ambiguous?
Yeah. Last night.
Oh, what happened last night?
You cooked a turkey.
I did. You guys saw it in the works yesterday, but here's a picture of the final product.
Here's your turkey.
Yep.
And I hear our chicken yelling, I want snugs. And then he saved the carcass for me to make bone broth or turkey broth, whatever. So I couldn't fit the whole turkey carcass, so I had to cut it in half, and half of it I just made broth out of. But did you just take the strainer thing out there?
I did, but it's just right out there.
Okay. That'd be great if you could grab that.
Yep. So, I did an experiment with smoking the turkey. I didn't brine it this time. Whereas, like, the two other turkeys that I've smoked.
You've done two?
Well, okay, I did a turkey breast.
Oh, yeah.
And a whole turkey, and I brined both of those, and they came out wonderful. I kind of wanted to give a turkey a try on the smoker without brining it to know, is it worth brining? And my conclusion is, I think it is. Because this is a drier turkey than the past ones, but it tastes more like kind of a traditional turkey in my mind. Maybe in my mind, turkey's dry. It's not dry, it's just like drier. Like brining it, I feel like gives it this almost like rotisserie turkey juiciness.
The way I would describe it is the turkey we did for Thanksgiving, which we brined, was like a giant rotisserie chicken. I mean, the texture of the meat was like rotisserie chicken.
But still like a turkey flavor, so it's different than a rotisserie chicken.
If you ask me, I would say they taste the same. But this one, like the turkey breast meat, it feels like turkey in your mouth.
Yeah.
Like it has the like dit feeling, and whereas the rotisserie chicken didn't have that at all. I don't.
The brine turkey.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What did I say?
The rotisserie chicken. Oh.
So you take a rotisserie chicken and you put it on the smoker.
Anyways.
Not really.
I did the experiment for you. Brining is worth it. Brine your turkey, people.
Your turkey, people. I just poured out the broth. And I have these 2 bowls of broth. I'll let these cool. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna finish making the broth with the other half of the carcass. Hopefully it'll fit in here now that this is cooked. I'm just gonna re-cook this as well. I've heard that you can do bone broth, like re-brew it. I don't know if that's the right word, but re-cook it basically. And it'll be weaker the second time, but I think it might work. I'm gonna try. Okay, I have the next batch going. Yeah, I'm gonna let that cool, and then I will pour it into some Ziplocs, and I freeze it that way. And Peter is getting us set up for... Ollie, are you gonna do a podcast? He'll probably be our background. We're gonna film a podcast. And here's a little update on this guy. So this paddle we bought for $5 on Facebook Marketplace a year and a half ago, I guess. Pretty soon after we moved. Yeah, a month after we moved here or something. And it was just this paddle. This is a spineless prickly pear. So I guess it's a non-prickly, it's a unprickle pear.
I gave this update yesterday.
You did? Oh my goodness. Well, there you go. What'd you say?
I'm trying new things.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm always trying to find a good way to... Okay, maybe this will work. To set up this microphone.
What happened last week when I accidentally like kicked the tripod?
It wasn't too traumatic. It was just wiggled the camera.
Okay. Tell us about your high-tech solution.
Oh, it's called packing tape. You know.
Professional.
Very professional.
Peter, do you see what's outside?
What's outside?
Grass.
I know.
It lived.
I know.
You did so good.
It's exciting. Although, it is holy grass because Ollie likes to dig holes in it.
Oh. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? What even does that mean? I have an announcement.
What's your announcement?
I have officially done it. I made a small pot of soup.
Is this it?
This is it.
Wow, good job, Mary.
So I have this thing where I try to make a small pot of soup and then it ends up huge. These are very big bowls, so it's possible we won't be able to finish this, but it officially fits in 2 bowls. And basically I had made that broth and we needed to finish reading the chapter before we have small group tonight. So Peter was reading it out loud and I was making the soup, and I used the broth from boiling, or I did it in the Instant Pot, but doing the turkey carcass. How'd it turn out?
It's so good.
Is it good?
Yeah, the flavor's amazing.
When you use real bone broth, or like, if you know, boil the carcass, it makes the broth pretty good.
And that corn gives a sweetness to it.
Oh man.
It's so good.
And yeah, so I did 1 carrot. The equivalent of 1 stalk of celery. It was 2 small ones. A little bit of corn. Onion, half an onion. I never use half of an onion. I'm always like, throw 2 onions in there.
Wow. Let's eat.
Yes, let's eat. And turkey.
Smoked turkey.
All right, we had an awesome small group on Zoom tonight, and if you are missing community or your people, I would encourage you to start a Zoom hangout once a week or however often. It might feel like it's just on the computer, but face to face, seeing our friends' faces even through a screen and hearing their voices and interacting with them and talking with them and reminding each other and hearing each other's stories of truth is so important for me and for all of us as humans. So it's now in the nighttime and I just finished my 3rd batch of the turkey bones and carcass and stuff. And this is my broth. I have 2 bags in the freezer and this is what I have left to deal with. It's still warm, so I'm letting it cool and then it'll go in the fridge, and then probably tomorrow I will freeze it. So, or make more soup. I like that idea. All right, I got a package today, actually 3 boxes today from my home care company with IVIG supplies. I'm very thankful that I was able to get that in time. They scheduled me for nursing, and it's tomorrow. So I was really hoping that they would be able to get the supplies to me in time, and they did. So I officially have Gamma Guard back in my fridge. This is the medication that I do. And it's the immunoglobulin therapy. Wait, what do they call it? My immunologist said we call it immunoglobulin replacement therapy. This form is intravenous, so it'll go through my port. So tomorrow morning we will access my port, and then around noon the nurse is supposed to be here, and we will go from there. What I need to do, okay, you know what, I just decided. I'm like starting to feel a little headachy, and I was gonna do this tonight, but I'm just gonna wait and do it tomorrow. I need to get all of my supplies ready for tomorrow. So I have everything I need for the infusion, the pump, all of that. I need to get it all together, and I usually like to put it in a little plastic bin or basket or something. So I'll do that tomorrow because I need to go take a bath and get in bed. And as I just walked past my, like, what is this? Plant room, painting room, I noticed my medicine tray was sitting in there, and I would have been so confused because I usually keep it in the kitchen during the day, and then at night I grab it and take it back upstairs. But I had it in that room because I did the respiratory therapy like teaching thing, and I used it, some of these things, as I was talking about the different medications and that sort of thing. So I would have been like, where's my medicine tray? But I found it, and that's good. I mean, there's only a couple of rooms that it could be in, so we would have found it eventually. Okay, and as always,
we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night, Harry man.
And Ollie, do you know where he is? He's downstairs.
Yeah.
Good night, Ollie.